Hello, this is Zeke777, and welcome to episode 38 of Simply Magic 2. We've got a couple things. One, we still have a ritual here. It is working slowly. The other thing is he's going to go away, I think. Yeah. So, we have here our various ores that are kind of just popping up. Mostly coal, of course, that's kind of to be expected. We have all these guys over here. One thing I see looking at this, or rather one thing I don't see, unless this is it, which I don't think it is. What are you? You're silver. Okay. I don't see any cinnabar. I don't see any anything from Ars Magica. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything from Thaumcraft, anything from Ars Magica. Basically just vanilla things, which, honestly, if I just want iron, I can just summon down a rock to crash on the world. Which, actually, I might not be able to anymore. I think Are you over here? You're over here. Okay, yeah, so it won't hit you yet. Yeah, so I'm not going to get any Thaumcraft stuff, and if I'm not going to get any Cinnabar or anything that's useful from Thaumcraft, then I don't really need this. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just, well, this whole setup here is temporary anyway, so he's going to go away, and I think we're going to have to go with an orchid for our ore needs. Before we can do much with our ore, though, we need to figure out where we're going to put it. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. So I went over here and I went into my little Thaumcraft cavern area thingy, and let's see, where was that hole in the ground? Right here? No. Over here. Somewhere over in this area. Let's get some light. That'll probably help. There is a small hole in the ground which goes down into the area, and that little hole, where? Oh, right here. Yes, you. You go all the way down. Actually, you just go to the ceiling there. So that kind of maps out this line right here, or rather this area here, is the edge of our black anti-blocks. So if I build anywhere over here, then we're not going to intrude on our Thaumcraft area. So that's awesome. So basically what we're going to need is we're going to need a very large hole in the ground. Yep, time to dig. Okay, so I've cleared out a small little area. There's lots of trees here. And I'm just going to kind of make this up as I go. My plan is, I don't know if you've ever played Skyrim or not, but my plan is to kind of create the Mage Guild, what's it called, Winterhold. They have that quest in, was it Sarthal? Yeah. There's basically this big dungeon, and it's kind of set up as like an archaeological dig. So that's what this is going to be. We're going to start off by just kind of clearing a little bit of surface here. I have a bunch of coarse dirt in my inventory here, because I don't really want any grass through here. So let me dig out a hole. Okay, we have ourselves a lovely hole in the ground. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to cover the whole thing in dirt. So I'm just going to swap it all out. Because I do want it to be looking like, I mean, like in the real life you'd have, dirt down this far. It wouldn't be just stone after 3 meters. So let's swap all this out and let's figure out what I'm going to do for actual kind of decoration. I don't want it to be just a square hole in the ground, of course. So let's see. I know I want it to be kind of, like I said, an archaeological dig. Is that more? Yeah, kind of right. Sure. I know I want an archaeological dig. So I'm going to have kind of some catwalks and little pathways coming down here. And then this side here is going to be the entrance. So let's figure that out. One of the mods I have in here is the platforms mod, which honestly, I haven't looked at all. It looks kind of cool though. So I think all I need is these kind of 2 basic tools here, the platformer and the monkey wrench. And again, no idea what they do, but I'd assume that's how you make them, because there's no recipe for any of this stuff. So let's just place you down here. I'm gonna have you outside with me. So it looks like you select what you want, just kind of cycle through them. I'm assuming you probably need wood or stone in here. Maybe just wood. And okay, so let's grab a stack of you. 2 of these. Cool. So if I shift click you in here, let's hit the information button. 1. Storage, used to store materials needed for crafting. 2. Crafting output. If materials needed are available, click here to craft. Okay. 3. Deconstruction. Platforms can be broken down here. That's actually really useful. Stack size must be equal or greater to the amount received when crafting. Output buffer, used as temporary storage for automation. Ooh, this can be automated. Okay. Must be empty before more can be crafted. 5. Material choice defines look and material used. And platform selector cycles between the available platform type. Platform preview Oh, the buttons, okay. And then that's just rendering of the final product. Okay, so place you here and here. That would make it wood and wood. I wonder if I can do other materials. No? At least I can't do that. Can I do stone and wood? You can. Okay. Let's throw a stack of stone in here. So you can have like a nice little stone platform. Or, let's see, I could do, that's what I was just looking at. Let's put you on the bottom. So I can do stone supports with wooden things. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure the style that I want. Yeah, let me play around a bit. Well, if nothing else, it works as a lovely zombie trap. So these guys just seem to walk straight in. Let's go ahead and kill you because I don't feel like dealing with you. Actually, scratch that. I do, because I want more heads. Where did I put that? Did I put you in my tools chest? Let's see. Here we go, Elementimax. And let's kill stuff. Which isn't too hard. I think I've got, yeah, with the astral sorcery stuff, these are pretty quick. I think they end up getting like a bleed effect. Which is kind of cool, but I think I don't get a head if they die like that. It's not actually that useful. Okay, so we have here, I grabbed a bunch of, just some of each of the different platforms. Go away. That's going to be annoying. I did, however, grab some handrails. So, in theory, they can't jump over this. I'm not actually sure. Let's see what this looks like. If I place you down, you probably need to be on a platform to place down. Okay, fine. Wooden platform. Can I place you on the ground? Yes, I can. Okay. That's kind of weird. That was nice. That, not so much. If I break you and go this way, so then a handrail goes on that side. Okay. Can handrail go on the other sides? Okay. So let's place it like this. If I place it on this side, it puts the rail on that side. Go away. Go away. Okay. So let's go ahead and place a row of these, just a little walkway around the edge, and some handrails. Okay, I like how this is going to look. Yeah, let's place some blocks. I hate creepers. I had a nice little thing here, then a creeper came, landed right in front of me, blew up. Okay, so cleaned up the creeper hole, and we've got ourselves a nice little walkway. So I've got the platforms going around here. It's kind of a little messy area to, like, you're coming down, they were digging out and they found some stuff. There's a drop off here, don't walk off the edge there. And let's go all the way down to the actual entrance itself. So we have a 6x6 area here, or at least a 6x5, I guess. Cool, I can count. That's fine. So what we're going to do, and actually, you know what, you're not going to actually be coarse dirt or any sort of dirt on this. This is going to be the door frame here, and then back one block is going to be our door itself. Now, if I were a vanilla Minecrafter, I would figure out some really complex redstone door here, but I'm not. I'm a modded player, so we're going to do a cheaty door. So our door is 6 wide, so we're going to make ourselves 12 mana spreaders. So let's get ourselves probably stack, let's get 2 stack living wood. Cool. Let's see, what is that, 12 gold? You can get, and 12, I'm just going to grab it. It's a lot easier. I do like the corporea, it's really handy, but there used to be a way that you could hit tab to like finish the items that you want, and I don't seem to have that anymore. Let's see, what was my flower? Yellow. Cool, stack you. So let's grab ourselves lots of spreaders, and we're going to do, we have 2 things, the mana lens force and mana lens warp. That means I don't even have to have the actual mana lenses anywhere near my door itself. Okay, so the ones on top here, I'm actually going to use the, like I said, the warp relay. What I'm going to do for the bottom one though is I can have these guys just be regular spreaders with the force lens. So let's go ahead and, let's see, this is 5 tall. So I need this to be 5 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's break it all. I should get I'm used to breaking things that are instantly breaking. It's not nearly as much fun. So one thing I'm going to have to worry about is mana. And I think what I can do is just put like a small little area down here for probably just using all my coal, actually. Hey, there's a use for my coal. So I'm just going to be turning that into mana for the spreaders down here. And I think that'll work. I think should be good. Let's do one more just for good measure. So that is 6, and if I do, is that gonna work? Yeah. One more as the spreaders themselves. And let's clear out a little bit of room for ourselves. Okay, made ourselves a nice little access area here. And here we are. So this door is going to be 5 tall. So let's go ahead and place that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be the door itself. It's not going to be cobblestone. I still haven't decided what it's going to be. But so that then needs to be moved upward with our pulse mana spreaders. If I can jump here. Can I jump? Nope, I can't. Actually, I can just bind that later. So, spreader, 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 spreader. So these guys here, in fact, let's clear a little bit more room so I can walk around. Okay. So these guys here, and I'm going to break you because I don't want to have to aim you later. It has to break you. Okay, break you. And now we're good. Okay, so these guys here, I need to be able to send 5 pulses to them, so I will figure out the redstone later. This thing here, you get a block there as well. So basically, these are going to pulse 5 times, and that's going to push you 5 times upwards to be able to close the door. I think at the top there, I have the dirt, but I will use probably some sort of like obsidian or something hidden up there so that if it does accidentally push 1 extra time or 2, whatever, it won't cause any issues. So, you guys here, let's clean this whole area out as well, because I need to have some power down here as well. So this whole area isn't actually going to have really anything that's visible. The player isn't going to see anything back here. It's just going to be a completely closed off area. Let's grab ourselves our diluted mana pools. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Break open our door. So I need to be able to get mana to these guys. That's no big deal. I think you can do that with just sparks. Yeah, redstone. Got to figure that out. Okay, so redstone kind of worked, but I ran into a problem. As it turns out, it wasn't, I don't think, listed in the Lexica Britannia, however it is listed online. The force lens actually only can move a single block at a time, meaning I can't have one lens push a whole row of them. Which is why we're over here now. Actually only want probably 6 is good. Yeah, so we're over here at Blood Magic because we are going to make a whole bunch of teleposers. Let me take that and put you guys in here. That should go in here, and as soon as those guys upgrade, then I can take them all out. Any second now. It's a pretty quick process. So that got me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more teleposition focuses. Foci, whatever. And toss you back in. So let's run back home here. I just logged in. One thing I have to do about this is when I first open up the game, I have to type in AM2 force sync. And now I have my levels back. Yeah, it's some weird disconnect thing, but when I log in, sometimes it sets me back to level 0. But force sync will, I guess, recheck something and it'll figure out, oh yeah, you're level 75, so here you go again. So it's kind of annoying. Anyway, teleposition focuses, we can make you into teleposers. So let's go ahead and grab stack gold ingot. And go like this. That was not where you were supposed to go. Doesn't matter. You go here, you go here. And I wonder if I can shift click. Probably not. So we'll just go ahead and make all these guys. I'm not actually sure how many of these I want at the moment. We're just going to use all these because I don't really have use for the teleposition focuses otherwise. And here we go. We have 8. And next up, we have here some enhanced teleposition focuses. These guys, you pretty much just leave them in the leave them in the blood altar from the first one it makes it, then it'll upgrade them into enhanced teleposition focuses. which this does a 1x1, this does a 3x3, and then this guy here, the reinforced teleposition focus, will do a 5x5 area. So it's kind of a thing that came up a little while, I guess a few months back in the Feed the Beast Reddit, was using teleposers for animation. We're going to do something kind of similar to that, but much smaller scale. I'm just going to be moving full blocks here instead of trying to do some fancy thing with chiseled bits. Okay, so pretty much the way this is going to work is, right now it's a 6x5. We're actually going to only be able to do a 5x5, but I think that's kind of fine. So let's see, just close you off. We'll do something fancy for that later. So we have a 5x5 area here, centered on this block. So let's go ahead and place down the teleposer. Actually, if I do it 5x4 high, if I, you know, actually that's fine. You, teleposer, you go right there. That's gonna be our main one. And then basically the way this is gonna work is it's gonna just cycle between all the blocks. Let's go ahead and fill in around here. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, just to make it so I have a platform to walk on. So that's there. And so let's go ahead and make a door. Have more limestone back at base. Let me go grab that. Okay, I think I like that. Just a nice little door here. What I'm going to probably have is something covering the edges here, just because I like the look of it going into a little recessed area there. And underneath here, currently it is stone. Don't really care that it turned to cobblestone there. And we're going to just match this top part here. So break you, and let's turn you into, you go there. Ooh. I don't want you to match. It's kind of weird. Actually, if I put something in front of you, does that prevent it from thinking it's matched? Nope. You know what? That's okay, actually. Yeah, I don't care. That works. You can go back to, what were you? You would match that top guy, so you are a line one like that. And then you also get to be this one here, which is, where did you go? This one, mosaic. So what I'm doing here is, once the door is, we'll call it recessed all the way, it's basically going to be flat with the ground there, and this way it'll appear that it's actually the top row that's down here at the bottom. So like when this is opened up, it's going to look like it's still there, even though that block hasn't actually moved at all. So we have a door. Now we need to build 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I need one with this layer, 2, 3, 4. So I need four more doors built. Okay, so underneath here, that's where the door is up top. I just cleared out a little bit of space. We're going to need to clear probably quite a bit more. Let's go ahead and mark off some areas. So you, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a 5x5 there, or that's 5 long and that's 5 wide, and one in the middle for our teleposer. You can go here. We're also going to just clear out a bit of space underneath here. Yeah, just enough that it'll actually have room here, because I also need to have some redstone wiring go through here. So let's clear that out as well. Here's one, and do I have room? Yeah, you work. So another will go here, 2. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3. I can actually, I think, fit them all right here, and I just need to cycle between which one's being activated at what time. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's the order that we're going to trigger them in. So the first one, I have the actual image up on the other screen here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to need 2 of you, and I did not get all my items. I don't need nearly that many of you, but I do need quite a few of the big tiles. Here we go. Okay, so this layer gets a big tile here, and a French one here. So that's the next row up. Then I get 1, 2, 3 of you. And I think at this point, there we go, all my items. You get a layer, you get a pillar, keep our flight up. You go here, and you across the top, I believe. And let's see, another pillar, and this here. So basically, I'm just going to create a bunch of different versions of this. You get that. So you can see that's kind of down by 1 block. So the next one's going to be another block, another block, and another block. So let's go ahead and build that. Okay, so we have here all the stages of our door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the empty one here. And then I guess 6 if you count the full one upstairs. So we need to get these guys to trigger. So I made myself a quick little redstone box, because it's always handy to have these things. And I'm going to need a whole bunch of repeaters, and definitely some redstone. I'm going to go with redstone paste, I think, because it makes things a little bit easier. And a button. So let's go ahead. I need... how do I want to do this? Because I need to have it be able to go both directions. One direction and then reverse it. So let me mess around. Okay, we've done a little bit of testing here. Let's see if it works. I have it hooked up to an arcane ear in the background there. And so when I hit that one, it'll open, and this one will close. Works perfectly. So I've done a little bit of decorating here. As you can see, I've got the limestone all around here. That's going to be what most of this build is based off of. Let's actually go upstairs here. This is kind of my palette that I'm planning for the actual build inside. These kind of color combination. I want it to be mostly like a ruined look. Like no one's been here for a long time. It's a archaeological dig here. I'm still not happy with the kind of square around this. I'm going to kind of round it out, add more details, especially on these little layers here. I want it to be like they were digging down, they discovered it, they saw... I'll probably have something sticking out of the top for like why they started digging. Yeah, and then they find the entranceway here, which is not going to be these note blocks. This is just kind of a wireless redstone way of opening and closing. And this will be inside. It's going to be very large. I've got two plans for this area. One is ore generation and processing, and the other is way up there. It's not even rendering. Yeah, that far away. The astral sorcery, attunement altars. That's going to be done here. That's going to be kind of a closed off area, but it's going to be in this structure. And I realized I hadn't actually shown the redstone that I have set up here. So this is the opening line. Where did you come from? You were not here. Huh. Go away. Yeah, not sure why that line is there. Oh, because I opened the door the first time and it had a wall. That's it. Yep. Funny. Okay, so let's get rid of this because this is not needed. Press this button. Well, the button will hit this arcane ear, which will trigger this one. I've got 2 repeaters with 4 tick delay on each of them, and it basically just wraps around. Hits the first one, hits the second one, loops around here, hits the third, fourth, and then last the 5th one here. Similarly, the other direction for closing it, or for opening, closing. Yeah, closing. This one triggers here, which starts closing it, lifting it up, and it goes following this path here, which I walked into a wall again. Follows the inside here. These are not interacting. Yeah, and it just kind of loops around until it triggers that. Pretty simple little setup for that. Then I have these here now. These are just limestone bricks, which are to give us this little section here. Because this is actually within range. In fact, this is a 5x5, so this block here, if I were standing here when the store opens, I would actually be teleported downstairs. Which is why I definitely need to make sure that everything is lit up down here, because I don't want to press a button and suddenly have, you know, a handful of creepers just attack me. Yeah, but that's that. Next up, I have just a little bit of automation here. This is simply, here are some crafting materials, and this will just go back to base. Because, yeah, like marble, don't need copper ore, all this stuff. Basically, I plan on doing quite a lot of building, quite a lot of digging, and this way I just have a quick way to send things back to base. Now, this structure. It's going to be big. Let's get digging. So, I'm just kind of digging out a little hallway here, and this is going to be just the kind of the entrance into the main room. Off the sides here, this is just in this front room here. These 2 sides are going to go both the same place. These are going to just kind of loop down. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a walkway, and then it's going to be stairway going down, and then kind of loop around underneath, basically to try to avoid all the door setup that's underneath here, because that is still going to be below here. So basically I'm going to have it dig kind of around the edges of that, going down, not making any of this visible, and then there's going to be just a very large cavernous area in the back there. Hopefully I'll try to figure out how I can do that to not run into that. But the main thing I want to work on is this room here. This is going to be, I've been working in Microsoft Paint quite a lot today, trying to set up this base, and yeah, it's going to be quite the automation attempt. It's going to be a lot of mostly Thaumcraft, actually. My original plan was to use mostly embers for this whole build, but I'm thinking that I'm going to go with Thaumcraft instead for ore processing. I'm going to just kind of give up on the efficiency loss with iron because I'm going to be using the alchemy to turn the iron ore into native clusters. But yeah, lots of digging. Okay, so a slight snag. This area here, this white marble. Behind that is my mob grinder, which is currently basically feeding my whole base with the dark aurum as well as all the will stuff for my entire base. So I don't really want to break that, and I don't really want to have to move that either because it's kind of an infrastructure type thing. So that's that area there. Yeah, I need this area to be about 25 wide, which is currently 27. I went one too far. And I need it to be 22 long, roughly. I can kind of adjust it, but I'm not really sure. What I might be able to do is just have this be a slightly lower ceiling here. Or alternately, I could have this go down further. Right now it's just going down 2 blocks, but I kind of like it being about the same level. Because this whole area is actually going to go down probably about that far, if not more. Actually, yeah, definitely more. So the whole area is going to be a lowered area. Actually, I don't want you here. I think actually I want you here. I want a small little kind of viewing platform, and then all the processing and stuff is going to be going on kind of a little level below. So let me dig out the floor area and see how it works if I have that just be a lowered ceiling. Okay, so this is kind of about the absolute farthest I can go this direction. So let's go ahead and plonk you down. So tape measure from there. How far do I need to go back? You are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is that going to be okay? You're a little close from what I was hoping for. Okay, so our room is starting to take shape here. It's not quite as low as I would like it. I think it'll work. Even with the lower ceiling there, and I'll have probably like some trim or something along here so that you can't see the redstone, as well as the mob spawner that's right there. So I think that'll work. I'm going to do quite a bit of stuff off camera here to try to finish excavating this whole area. It's going to be probably roughly this size, but down probably 3 blocks more or so. I have a little viewing platform here. I think it's in a good enough spot. We've got this walkway here, and we've got our nice little viewing platform. I think it's good. I think it's a good scale. Anyway, I'm gonna do quite a bit of work here, digging. Alrighty, it has been several days. Yeah, I've gotten a good bit done. Let's go ahead and open it up. One thing is these are just temporary. This is just so I can open it and close it. I will probably have some other sort of mechanism. Might still use these just because it's wireless and it's handy, but haven't decided yet. Anyway, this is temporary. Let's open it up. I really like that. I did add a couple blocks here. I don't actually remember where I was when I last did this. So, this is the entranceway here. I still need a roof. I still need to work on that. This is kind of the general theme is the brownstone, limestone, and limestone. There's 2 different types. There's the cork limestone, and then there's the chisel. Both have to find. Yeah, none. I don't think anything in here except for the brownstone is producible. Everything else must be actually found and mined. I did find a whole bunch of this though, so it's not too bad. Anyway, we have a little leak here, so that's wet, and this is the main area. This is what I was going to be digging out. Ta-da! So, the general theme here is it is an ancient temple, and then where the cobblestone there is where the alchemy is going to be. And then we also have a hole down below us there, and currently no way of getting up or down besides jumping and flying. I can jump 3 blocks high, so that works. But I think I'll put some sort of, I might do like a scaffold or something, kind of like the scaffolding outside there, something like that, so it looks like the explorers found this area and opened it up and built a little stairway to get down. But yeah, so we have our aesthetics done, except for the ceiling and this back wall. In fact, this is probably going to go away as well, because I originally had way too much granite in here, and I think I've got a nice healthy balance now. But yeah, so we have our aesthetics done. Now we get the fun part. Let's build. So I took a look at the time, and I realized it's actually, well, at this point it's actually 2 episodes worth. We're going to cut this episode here. It's actually a 2-part episode. Yeah, we got our aesthetics done, and we're going to work on the automation next time. In fact, here's a quick little preview. Yeah, yep. This is actually traveling forward in the future. Like I said, it ended up being about as long as 2 episodes to do this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.